ZTE's Axon lineup has been quite successful as these phones bring a lot of value for the price. Back in September of 2016, I was at IFA Berlin when the ZTE Axon 7 Mini was launched, but I managed to get the phone for a review just now. I think it's a pretty solid phone for the price, but if you want to learn more, stay tuned for the full TechLineHD review. Just before we start, make sure to check out the review of the Axon 7 and the older version of the Axon Mini. All the links will be down below in the video description. The phone ships with all the usual stuff, and some extras include a soft TPU case and a pair of cheap earphones. If you have ever held the ZTE Axon 7 in your hand, you will notice that the Mini version looks almost exactly the same with just a few minor differences. It has the same premium look and feel thanks to the all-metal design and tactile metal buttons. Also, the Axon 7 Mini has dual front-firing speakers that are just fantastic, and they are easily the best in this price range.
Can you tell me where you want to be in time? There's a million different places and a million different heights.
If you plug in the earphones, things get even better. The built-in hi-fi audio chip delivers a crisp, clear and rich sound, and there are no distortions at the highest volume settings, just like on the loudspeaker. Obviously, the Mini is a little bit smaller than the Axon 7 due to its 5.2 inches 1080p AMOLED display, which is sharp and vibrant for both indoor and outdoor use, and it is covered with a Gorilla Glass 4. Just above the display, we have an 8-megapixel selfie shooter and a multi-color LED notification light. On the bottom, you can find customizable on-screen navigation keys. When it comes to optics, there is a 16-megapixel camera with f1.9 aperture and a single LED flash. The fingerprint scanner is fast, accurate, and it unlocks the phone straight from the standby mode. The ZTE Axon 7 Mini is a mid-range phone as it has an octa-core Snapdragon 617 chip, 3GB of RAM and 32GB of expandable storage. Well, these specs don't look impressive at all, but in reality, I have no complaints with the phone's performance. It handles even the most demanding 3D games without any issues, with just a few skipped frames, but I can't really complain about that. When it comes to the user interface, the phone runs on the Mi Favor 4.0, which is built on top of Android 6.0. As usual to the ZTE phones, there is no app tray and there are quite a few design touches. I mean, the icons look kind of cartoonish to me. Also, you can customize the phone in a lot of different ways. Just to name a few, you can select from different themes, use the Mi Pop button, or tweak the display settings. You can also play with different motion and gesture controls or use the fingerprint scanner to open up apps or take pictures. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the redesigned icons and I don't really use all those extra features, I have no complaints with the phone's daily performance. The built-in camera app allows you to take the pictures quite fast. Also, you can select from a few shooting modes like a Pro mode if you want to adjust the image settings manually. I could only test the camera on the cloudy day and we may see a little bit better results under better lighting conditions. In general, the image quality is decent, but I expected to see a little bit more detail and sharpness. Also, some shots came out underexposed, meaning that the auto dynamic range adjustment is kind of mediocre. The night images look okay, but not really impressive. As usual, the level of detail is much lower and there is quite a bit of noise. The 1080p video looks pretty good, but there could be more detail and the autofocus is jumping quite a lot. The selfies could look a little bit sharper, but they will definitely do the trick for social media needs. When it comes to connectivity, the phone supports 4G and it can take either 2 SIM cards or a combo of 1 SIM and a microSD card. I've used the Axon 7 Mini in various locations to thoroughly test all the connectivity options. The phone performed well all the time, whether I needed to make a call or use the GPS to find my way home. The 2700 mAh battery will usually get you through the day if you're a moderate user. I was able to get about 4 or 5 hours of screen on time when using the phone mainly for social media, web browsing, a little bit of gaming, and taking some pictures. The supply charger can fully charge the phone in about 1 hour and 15 minutes, thanks to the quick charging technology. The ZTE Axon 7 Mini may not be the most powerful smartphone for the price of about $300 if you only care about the sheer specs, but it's a pretty solid mid-range smartphone nevertheless. It's definitely a looker thanks to the excellent all-metal build. The AMOLED display is really sharp and vibrant, and the audio quality is one of the best you can find on any phone. Even though the specs may not impress you, the phone performs well when it comes to daily performance and even gaming. However, the camera can definitely take good pictures for the price of the phone, but I would love to see more detail in some of the shots. Also, there is no 4K video recording. Finally, the Mi Favor UI may not be for everyone's taste due to a cartoonish look. Other than that, the ZTE Axon 7 Mini is a pretty solid mid-ranger. Even though it's not the most powerful phone on paper, it performs great in real life, but as always, make sure to consider the pros and cons before making the purchase. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and as always, if you guys have any questions, please drop me a comment down below. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow TechLineHD on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you in the next video soon.